place in Idaho.
The South Fork of the Snake River has 4 different river sections. It is best that you communicate with us as to what section you would prefer to float right when you make the initial phone call. Any given time of the year, we can customize a trip to exactly what you, our valued customer, would prefer. If you would like to do a dry fly fishing float, by communicating your preference to us, we can put you in the exact section of the river with the preferred gear and guide to ensure your trip here on the South Fork of the Snake is a memorable experience that will keep you wanting to come back year after year. The South Fork of the Snake River provides a unique tailwater fishery. The varied reaches of the river provide incredible caddis, mayfly, terrestrial, and stonefly habitat. On any given day on the South Fork, you can see anything from green drakes, PMDs, mahogany duns, yellow sallies, a couple different caddis hatches, ants, and hoppers for the terrestrials. You might start the morning off skating dry flies to imitate some of the golden stone hatches. As the day warms up, you're going to start seeing PMD hatches. Just a huge variety of different mayflies on the South Fork. Then to wrap the evening up, take advantage of some of the different caddis hatches that we'll have on the river.
The South Fork is famous for stoneflies, and there's a variety of important stoneflies that emerge on this river, including the big salmon flies, the smaller golden stones, and then some of the little stoneflies like the brown stones and the yellow sallies. And even more unique is a late season stonefly that we call a mutant stone. It's a good sized insect, about a size 8, and it has very small or even no wings at all. So they skitter across the water early in the mornings to lay their eggs. This occurs usually in August and extends into September. We're representing the larvae, and then Sark's got a dry fly and a nymph, so we'll try his. I think we'll get out and get underway.
The streamer and nymph fishing throughout the year is excellent and provides you with many fishing opportunities. By contacting South Fork Outfitters Fly Shop, our staff can discuss the techniques and possibilities to help improve you as an angler.
The South Fork of the Snake River is one of the most important habitats for cutthroat trout in the world, and the regulations are suited to protect those cutthroats as much as possible. It's not uncommon to catch a cutthroat trout that would be at least 20 inches long on a fly on the South Fork.
Nymphing on the South Fork is outstanding. As a matter of fact, nymphing is probably the way to fish the South Fork year-round and consistently catch fish. Clinging little soft hackles to height lining big stonefly nymphs, big rubber leg nymphs. You can do a double nymph rig where you're fishing 2 nymphs and getting it right along the bottom, where you're fishing anything from a rubber leg to a prince, maybe a pheasant tail, and then behind that you're going to put a little zebra mid or any little nymphs I think will probably work for you, and it's a way that you're going to consistently catch trout on the South Fork of the Snake. The dry fly fishing on the South Fork is incredibly diverse. You can throw big bushy dry flies up on the bank, riffles where you have an opportunity to throw little dry flies to feeding fish. So you know you can go into an ankle deep riffle where you're going to see 50, 60 fish up feeding on a specific mayfly, and you're going to have to match the hatch, and presentation matters on the South Fork. Streamer fishing is one of my personal favorite ways to fish the South Fork. You can throw some really big, 2-3 inch long streamers, articulated. The bigger the better. I'm a firm believer in big bait, big streamer, big fish. And that to me is one of my favorite ways to fish the South Fork. It's all about the chase. To see a great big brown trout appear out of nothing and come after that streamer it's what you dream about. Keeps coming back and back into my mind, is seeing that big fish. South Fork of the Snake River is a incredibly dangerous river to row. I can't stress enough how important it is to go with a guide. The guides here at South Fork Outfitters are incredibly skilled boatmen. Looking at the South Fork, it looks like a real calm, easy river to row, but that's not the case. There's some hydraulics, there's some diversion dams that you're rowing along one minute and the next thing you know you're either pinned up against a rock or you're getting sucked into a big whirlpool. And then the diversion dams are actually big enough to suck an entire boat through. Every year somebody either loses their boat completely in some hydraulics or they lose their boat through the diversion dam. We take pride here that our guides have spent a lot of time on the river, and they're all accomplished boatmen.
We hope you've enjoyed a glimpse at the journey and exciting angling that awaits your reservation here at South Fork Outfitters. So come join us for the perfect day on the South Fork of the Snake River or on many of the regional lakes which can produce trophy brown, rainbow, and Yellowstone cutthroat trout. Book your fly fishing trip, corporate group, or scenic trip today. South Fork Outfitters is proud to support the Henry's Fork Foundation, Trout Unlimited, the Federation of Fly Fishers, the Nature Conservancy, and other advocacy groups whose primary objective is to preserve and enhance the resource we enjoy.